Long ago, there lived a prince. He had servants and delicious food and almost everything he could ever want. But he didn't have the one thing he wanted most, which was a wife. "I don't want just any wife," the prince told the king and queen. "I must marry a true princess." And so the search began. But how could they know if a woman was a true princess? The prince wasn't sure. The king wasn't sure. Even the queen wasn't sure. Until one night, when a stranger came to the castle. The night was stormy. The prince, the king, and the queen were all getting ready for bed. But suddenly, there was a loud knock at the castle doors. The queen heard it and was very surprised. It was late and not time for visitors. The queen slipped from her bedroom. She wore a dark robe over her long nightgown. She looked down the winding steps that went from the bedrooms to the ballroom. There, standing inside the large front doors, was a woman. She was so wet, it looked like she had gone swimming in her gown. But the queen heard the woman say she was a princess. Quickly, the queen joined the servant who had opened the door. "You are most welcome here," the queen said to the woman. The queen saw that the woman was beautiful. She had a kind face, smooth brown skin, and long black hair. "A room will be ready for you shortly." While the servant helped the woman find a dry gown, the queen rushed to a bedroom. She called 5 servants and told them to help stack up 20 feather beds on top of one small dried pea. The queen told the servants a true princess would be so used to perfect luxury and comfort that she would not sleep well if there is a dried pea under her bed. "We will know if she is a princess in the morning, because if she is a princess, she will not have slept well." In the morning, the queen greeted the visiting woman, who said her name was Princess Anne. "How did you sleep last night, Princess Anne?" the queen asked. Princess Anne and the queen sat together at a beautiful little table in a fancy garden. Flowers and vines grew all around them. Birds sang peacefully, and it was a beautiful morning. "Sorry, I didn't sleep well at all," Princess Anne said. The queen rejoiced. She found her son by the fountain and cried, "Anne is a true princess!" There was a dried pea under her beds, and she did not sleep well because she is so used to comfort and luxury. Just then, a servant who had been weeding a flower bed near the queen stood up and said, "Oh, queen, I cannot tell a lie. We forgot to put the dried pea under the beds. There was no dried pea." "Oh dear," said the queen. "How can we know that she is a true princess now?" "Let me decide," declared the prince. He went to Anne, who was still eating breakfast. "Anne," he said, "can you tell me why you did not sleep well last night?" "Yes," she replied. "I couldn't help thinking of the townsfolk and that terrible storm. I hope their crops and animals were safe." The prince smiled. He knew then that Anne had a good heart, and that is what mattered to him. Yes, she was a true princess, but not just because she had that title, but because she was kind and good. The two of them went for a long walk in the town that day. They checked on the townspeople and helped where they were needed. They chased runaway chickens and mended broken fences. They served food while farmers checked on their crops, and they made many new friends that day. Soon, the prince and Princess Anne were married. There was a great celebration at the castle that day. The whole kingdom was glad that Princess Anne had come during the storm. She showed them all that what is truly important is caring for others, and they all learned to do just that.
Find out why over 1 million parents have used goodandbeautifulbooklist.com to find clean, appropriate books. Check out the free book list now and dive into the world of good and beautiful literature.